Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I need to adjust my camera real quick or else I'm gonna hit it, shake it with the table. Um, I'm here today to share another Christmas journal, and this is one that I just kind of started messing around with when I was making all the other Christmas journals, and I showed like a little sneak peek in one of the videos, and I had somebody contact me and she was interested in purchasing it when I finished it. And I have finally finished it. Actually, I've had it finished for several days. I just, work, life, everything just keeps, there's other things I have to do in my life, and that's just the way it is. So I just move kind of slow these days getting things finished up. But I also don't like to rush projects either, and I've been going back and forth between some orders that I'm trying to finish up. I've been working diligently on Winnie the Pooh journal for a customer who's also been patiently waiting on me, and I'm working on some Halloween things. I don't know if I'll have them finished before Halloween. And then I do want to do a video of a special order for a baby book. I don't know if I'll get that done today, sometime this week, because I don't have to ship it out till next week. So anyway, if you are to the person who purchased this journal, I am going to post this video before you get it. So if you want it to be a surprise, don't look. Anyway, and you'll get an extra pack of healthy goodies with this as well. And I'm not going to go through all that. That will be a surprise. But anyway, so I took a binder. I took one of the newer Betty Crocker or Better Homes and Gardens. I think it might have been a Betty Crocker cookbook, but it was a newer one. So not as pretty a cover. And I sanded it and I painted it this real pretty sort of teal color, and then I edged it with some gold, with some Inca gold, and I put this image on the front and added some other little things, kind of like I did my collage journals in the past. It turned out really cute. And then it has this chunky little charm on here that I did not make these things removable, but she can, take these apart. But there's glass beads and my normal stuff. I didn't put any buttons on this one, but I put a bunch of little fun glass beads and fabrics and some rickrack and some little fabric strips, pom-pom trim. I put a little snowman on here. This was the one that I was hoarding. I was going to use it on my journal, but realistically, we don't really get snow here very much, so I thought I would put it on here since it went really well with this snow theme. And this is just a little sort of charm that I made last year. It says Tidings of Joy, and then I put one of the little black stars on here, and I just did this in white gel pen around it. So I think this is a great place to put, holidays and the date, or Christmas and the date, or whatever, to designate what you have in the journal. So she'll get that, and then the scrappy tie. And on this one, this is really not necessarily Christmas fabric, but it just goes, with the colors, the ticking and the gingham. And this is from an old tablecloth. And yeah. And then this little fabric, I think, was some that Jen sent me maybe a year or two ago. I've had it in my stash. I had some scraps left over of it. So that's the tie. And then on the front, I took one of these, and I think this was from a Seasons book for that Eloise Wilkins illustrated. So this is one of her winter scenes, and I just love this image, and I thought it would be so cute. I was just really inspired. Sometimes things hit you and while you're working on other things, and I just thought I would play around with this, and I really like it. I debated not even showing it. I debated keeping it for myself, but I'm not sure I'm going to do a December journal this year because I don't think there's going to be as much to document. Things are kind of crazy. I don't think I'm going to see part of my family this year till after Christmas. And then I think I'm just going to document it in a regular journal because I'm 3 Christmases behind, y'all. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll do one for myself. But anyway, so I put down here, it says, "Here comes Santa Claus." Come on, focus camera. And it says, "Loving this season so very much. Make it merry." I put one of my little stamp labels, some little pieces from Allie Edwards. This says, I don't know if you can see, it says, "Twinkle, all is bright. Twinkle, twinkle, silent night. Twinkle, twinkle, all is calm." And then this says, "Making spirits bright," and a little faux stamp and another little chipboard heart. And then I just took some of my fabric washi just to add a little bit more interest, and a little chipboard peppermint here, just to add a little bit more interest on the spine. Okay, and I think there's over 40 pages in here. This thing is stuffed. I didn't want to add, there's a bunch more goodies that I stuck in here, little things to play with, and then there's some other stuff in the back as well. But I couldn't add anything else to it. It was just getting too much. So I made some little tabs with some little printables and other little elements. There's paper clips in here. There's the paper that I made this year for the other books. There's some ideals pages in here, which I thought were really pretty. This has December song on the back. This is from another, I think it's Making Spirits Bright book that Chastity sent me. And then here's a page from, I think this was from another one of the little golden books that I had, the Christmas Carol books. And I took a file folder and folded it up. Well, I just cut it down, okay? And I stitched this image and put a little label on here, and then I made this a pocket. So I took another little kids book page and some other recycled type folders and made a big tag in here, and it just tucks in here. And then up here I put a little label and a little date label. And then on the back I made these little pockets. So there's KB and Friends printables in here. I did do a little embellishment up here, and there's just a bunch of little pieces in here. So there's a pocket, a pocket, a pocket right there. And then some of the Project Life photo sleeves and some other printables. And then this came from a paper line. This came from a paper line, printables. This is a page from Richard Scarry book that says The Goat Who Plays Santa Claus. And I just thought this was so cute. I didn't alter it in any way. I just put that page in here. And of course, some cookbook pages. Made this big tag. And I think I showed this on my Tag Your Turn video where I was making this. So there's a video of how I did that. I took the Richard Scarry page and put it on the out card, and then I stuck that little bunny up there. More scrapbook paper that I just put some rickrack, and I made another little embellishment, little tab up there. And then on this side is a pocket. Oh, I've got another tag I got to add in here. And I put some little pom-pom trim here, and a little snowflake, and a little embellishment, and a label. I really like doing these kind of little clusters with the labels because you can write a date. You can put your journal in somewhere else, or you can, if you've got a picture, you can put the people, just a little bit of journaling, because not everybody journals a lot. Me, I will journal a lot sometimes, but then a lot of times I just want the date, where we are, that kind of stuff. So I'm more a photo embellishment person than I am a writer. So, but I'm really trying to get better about that. So here's a Rudolph page that I had stitched to some music, and I just left that as a page, but I did add just a couple little enamel dots down here. Here's another snowman page that I made into a pocket, and then I made this little tag. This was a scrap that was left over, and then I just added some vintage music writing paper inside for writing, put the little deer and the label on the front. and just tuck it in here. Or you can use it in another pocket and tuck it like that, and then the reindeer's on the outside. So it just depends on how you want to do that. Put a little tab up here that says Winter Wonderland. These are upcycled from another binder. Some music, and I made this little embellishment here with this little girl. This is a tuck. I had one of these in my stash that I painted years ago. It was a snowman. So I just added some fabric and one of my little beads that I made. So that's just a little tag in there. And then this is actually a tuck too, and she could embellish here, you know, here, and then this is just a little, this on the other side of that is just a little tuck. So I put a couple little sheets from a vintage little date book in here. I think those are really pretty. That'd be pretty to journal on. Some more scrapbook paper. One of those black pages, old scrapbook pages, and I just tied some of this little fringe down here. Put a pocket, clip this little journaling card, and then there's a telegram. This is KB and Friends, and I backed it with some vintage ledger to write on. Stick that in there. And I just stuck another little journaling card there. Another ideals. This is some scrapbook paper, and this is fabric, made a big fabric pocket. There's nothing in there. I had to stop adding. Another little tab. Another little Richard Scarry book page. This is a Christmas card list that she can write that on. Gifts and wishes. That came from another one of those. I think that might have been the Southern Living book that I had. This is an envelope that I just put a little reindeer. This is a printable I purchased, and a little label down here. And then this comes from one of KB and Friends printables. And then inside there's another one of her printables in this envelope. But I just left that, like, I didn't want to embellish everything, y'all. I really like to give you a chance to, you know, do things on your own, but give you enough kind of starting points. So here's the Santa tag and the little button charm, and this has number 19 on it from Tim Holtz. Vintage ledger that came from Tamara that I absolutely love. So it's clipped together, so it's folded over. Here is another really pretty page from a cookbook. This is an old cookbook too, and on the back it's got date nut cookies. My mom used to make these for Christmas, and I've always wanted to try them. I've never made them, but I can't ever find dates anymore, so I haven't tried them. But there's 3 recipes cookie recipes back here. Another Project Life page with one of my cards that I made. This came from a paper line. I think that came from a paper line too, or maybe a printable. No, these came from a paper line. And there's one of my little mittens tucked in there. This is a really cool Christmas book that I just took one signature and folded up. This is really nice paper. It's not cracking, but it's nice and aged. Really pretty paper. So you could use that for collage, or you could, you know, whatever. Here's another holiday sweet recipe page. Some wallpaper with a little circle tab that I made. That's from a Richard Scarry Christmas book. And then this opens up. So there's all that space in there for journaling. I put one of the onion skin papers that I stamped with the Christmas trees in there. And I did put, so these things, this binder is old, and for some reason it's catching a little bit there, so be careful. And I did put quite a few reinforcement, hole reinforcer things in here that you can add. Another page from the really pretty storybook from Chastity. One of the pages that I made. Another really big tag that I just simply left this plain and just used the image and put this little tab that says North Pole. And that came in a tag set that I purchased. It was a printable from Cassie, Dust to Roses. Here I took a Christmas card and I cut it in half, and then I stitched it up. I put the sentiment on this side and the front of the card on this side, and put some other tags in here. This is another, I need to glue that down a little bit better. It's coming up. This is another image from the Christmas carols. And I just glued it in here so you'd have a spot back here. And just added some little things to give it interest there. Another little tab I made. Another big pocket. And there's something stuck in there. And this is like the cover of this cookbook that I thought was really cool. St. George's Methodist Church, Philadelphia. And with the Christmas things here, so there's like, looks like there's sugar cookies here and pumpkin pie, some other kind of cake. I just thought this was really cool, and it's like chipboard. It's like a lightweight chipboard. More cooking, more scrapbook paper with another little tab up here, a little pocket, some other things, some other journaling cards, and then this was the front of a Christmas card I got one year. I just thought it was so cute with this snowman, and it's like raised up. I just made a little tag out of it. Nothing, yeah, real simple. Nothing difficult there. Here's some more wallpaper that I put a little, this is a sticker that I actually put on cardstock and then cut it out and glued it onto the wallpaper here and put a bingo card in here. And I kept wanting to make this a pocket. This was one of the lithograph prints that Tamara sent me, and I just think it's gorgeous. So this would be a great, this would be actually great on the cover of a journal. I contemplated that, and then I thought, no, I'm gonna give this to this customer and let her use it in here. I just couldn't find a place where I really liked it as a pocket, and then I thought it would really make a nice journaling spot too. So more cooking, Christmas stuff. I did a blue sheet of cardstock and I embossed it with snowflakes, and I put, this is from a piece of scrapbook paper that I cut some of these little images out, and I just clipped it, so you can do what you want to with that. Here's another one of the big white envelopes that I took this old image from a really old children's book, and don't ask me which one, I don't even remember, and just made the side of the envelope, you know, decorated it, put some washi and some scrapbook paper and a little jingle all the way and believe down here. And then on the back, I took some of this sort of felt ribbon that I had and glued that there, which is this is very difficult to deal with. It's not easy to manage. But I put it on there, and then there's a vintage greeting card in here from the 40s, or late 30s or early 40s. I put another little beaded paperclip bead and button paperclip in here, and this is a pocket, okay? And this is a this is a KB and Friends printable that a couple of years ago I took these and I just made real simple Christmas cards out of them and stamped them inside, and I had one or two left in my stash, so I just put this in here and tucked it in here and clipped it so she could use that however she wants there. Another Christmas card that I just simply cut the front of it off and punched holes and put it in here. More ideals, another ideals image, which is beautiful. Look at that red barn over there, or that red house. It's a red little house. Well, I don't know if it's little, but it's a red house over here and all that snow. I just thought that was beautiful. And then, yeah, it is ideals. Christmas ideals on the back, and there's a little note from the editor for that year. And I don't know if I cut the volume 31 number 6, and it's in Roman numerals, so I'm not sure what year that is. Here's another one of those repurposed tab pages that are just red that I put this really cool Santa fabric, made a pocket and put a tag in here with that I made from some of those strips, my scraps. And then there's a cutout from KB and Friends of Santa, little fabric tab with the buttons sewn in. Made this big tag as well out of this is packaging, and then I just added some ledger and some scraps of scrapbook paper, this image cut out from a vintage book, And don't ask me where that came either. It looks like that was a really old book as well. A label, a little inventory tag with some vintage little saver stamps, and it says happiest holidays there. And then on the back it's covered in ledger, and I stitched around it. Here's the printable paper that I purchased off of Etsy, and I just folded it over so this could serve as a little tuck. And then I put the fun, I love this vintage green pom-pom trim. Filled the little 2x2 page with a bunch of fun stuff. And I noticed, and it might have been while some of these were on sale, I did not notice when I was putting the other books together. So if anybody had a problem, I do apologize. But when I started putting this together, I noticed that some of these, the stuff kept going all the way down. So like it wasn't, this part of where it was supposed to be stuck together was not stuck. So in this one, I stitched across the bottom of each one just to make sure that they didn't do that. So if any of y'all purchased a journal from me and they did that, I do apologize. But you can just staple them at the bottom or run it through your sewing machine, or, you know, put some glue in there. Washi might do it too, I don't know. Some more scrapbook paper, and then this came from a paper line I just made into a pocket. And there's a little card. Some of these little journaling cards I backed with ledger, and some of them I just left plain, and then I stitched around it. And then this was a tag that I had in my stash that when I was just making a bunch of tags from one of those old readers, I happened to have this little photo of this little boy shoveling snow. So I put that in here. I thought it would be cute in here. And then I took one of my big pockets, my big Joey, no, I didn't. Okay, did I glue that down? I didn't mean to. One of my Joey DeFee pockets that I had made out of big cookbook pages. I had to cut it on the sides though to make it fit. So this is stitched in white and the rest is stitched in black. And then I just added a scrap of paper, a little deer label, and some fabric washi on this side. There's nothing stuck in here because I couldn't put anything else in here. I think that might be why this ring is doing that. And I did leave this. You can tell this is a newer binder. I did leave this in here because it keeps the pages right in the back. And then there is a template, and there's a couple other things back here. So I hope that wasn't too long of a explanation of everything, but so it kind of pops open a little bit now. But if you take some of the thicker things out, or if you decide you don't want to use everything, you might, if you're just using it for a December journal, you might not need all the pages, because I think it's more than 40. It's like, it's more than 40 pages in there. And if you do the month of December, you might not need that many. So you can make it so it doesn't do that. But yeah, I wanted to share that with y'all and just kind of say hello and let everybody know I'm still here, plugging away. And once I get these, I get this shipped out, and I've got another journal I want to show y'all. I don't know if I'll get it filmed today, but the little girl one. The little girl one that I did, I finished this one, and I'm going to try to get it into the Etsy shop this week and get a video up. And then the other two Christmas ring binder journals that I did, I'm going to put them in the Etsy shop, and I'm probably going to mark them down in price a little bit. And then just because I want them to go to a new home. I want them to go to their forever home. And, you know, I'm trying to do stuff and get things out of here. I have collected so much stuff, so I'm trying to really do some more simple projects along the way. And then the two little, the golden little treasure, the children's treasury books, the journals that I did, they are on sale in my Etsy shop. So be on the lookout, you know, if you're interested in those. I think through the end of November, or maybe it's the 20th of November. They won't let me do a sale longer than 30 days, which is really weird. But I may just do a video and come back and do like a quick show you what's in the shop and what's on sale. And then this one, I may get this video today. I don't know if I'll get it listed today, but anyway, this one is adorable, y'all. This book is adorable. This would make a perfect little girl journal, or a new mother journal of a little girl, you know, baby book. Everyday journal if you just love Eloise Wilkins and love her illustrations, and if you love these, you know, real girly colors and stuff. And I added I'm sharing one of my precious flowers and buttons from Sweet Jen. I just thought it went really well with this, and I have so many things that she sent me. I can share some. I don't have to be so greedy. So anyway, all right, guys, I will see you soon. Love you. I hope everybody is doing well, and thank you to my new and my older subscribers. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for coming back, and thank you for all your lovely comments and your support, and I love you guys. See you soon.